Yep, so you're gonna start this today. And I do have an assignment page for you guys to download that it kind of structures the assignment for you. So I did the bootstrappy thing already for you. Yeah. So part one is looking at that graphic and splitting the data that you see into columns. Okay, so these would be tables. Now, do you have to use these tables? Can you change the table names? Yeah, you can if you want, okay? But this is kind of how I envisioned the tables being set up, okay? And so, you know, I don't force people to use my table names, and if you can think of something that might work better, that is okay. And so this is what you're going to be getting the data from. And the way that you're going to be setting up these tables is kind of in this format. Okay, so we had the customer table, right? So you're going to say, what in here deals with our customers? You might have to make some assumptions, okay? So I would say Elizabeth Anderson is the customer, okay? So if I have a table called customer, I'd probably have customer number as my primary key. And then I'd have first name, last name, job title, business phone, cell phone, fax, street, city. Actually, city, state, and zip I'd throw into a zip code table. And probably country and region would go in there too. Yeah. So you can kind of see we have a salesperson here, and they would be in their own table. Contact table. So if we look, if the company is company H, you could actually put Elizabeth in the contact table. Okay. Company H, the address, the web page, those would probably all relate to company. Elizabeth, last name, job title. This, I'm assuming this is her phone information. Okay. And her personal email or her work email. Those I would all put under contact. Okay, so this to me is Elizabeth stuff. Web page, company, address, that's the company stuff or the customer stuff. So you guys are going to have to make some assumptions. Your assumptions might be different than mine. Okay, but you know, when I'm looking at this, that's how I'm interpreting the data. Okay, and so you'll come over here, just indicate what the primary key is. And then make sure that you include foreign keys so that you can relate your tables. And kind of go through the normalization process to get to third normal form. Okay. Then the second part of this deals with SQL or MySQL commands, which are basically the same as SQL commands. So once you do this, you're going to convert that paper design into a database with tables. So you're going to take those tables, and you can create a database, call it company or whatever you want. Create the tables, okay, and make sure you add some data. Okay, now do I care if you do insert into, or you kind of cheat and do it, you know, kind of do it manually by copying and editing? I don't care how you get the data in there. It doesn't really matter to me, okay? But you need to have some data to work with, okay? So you're gonna, any code that you use for creating your tables and the database, you're gonna copy and paste. Where do you copy and paste that to? Well, right below where it says code to create the company database. Code to create the company database tables. Code to add rows. So if you chose to, you know, do it in phpMyAdmin, that is okay. You just have to say in here that you added it manually, you know, using the administrative interface, okay? Select queries used to display data. So because you guys are doing the select queries and stuff, I am not as concerned about whether you use insert into or not, okay? So select queries used to display data from each of the tables, copy and paste your selects, okay? Query used to join two tables and display data from them, I need to see that query. Query, select query to use order by, I need to see that. So it's a matter of just copying and pasting the queries that you use, okay? And all of these requirements are listed right here, okay? So this is basically designed to refresh your guys' memory on database design, on using SQL, so that when we move into our next phase, this stuff is fresh in your head. Because the next phase, you're going to take those SQL commands and you're going to be sticking them inside PHP code.